Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to cover over some weekly reminders on things that you'll want to do before maintenance time comes. As always, with the first part of the video, we're going to cover over limited time things that are fresh, that are going away. And then the second part of the video, we'll just cover over those static weekly trades that you should always do that we repeat every week. So currently there's a couple of special things going on in the item recycle shop, and I'm going to open the menu here and show you. If we go to the shopping cart and then the item recycle, you can see right inside of here they added a couple of things that are kind of limited time. They're also like weekly trades, but there's some extra ones going on right now. So currently we have these weekly trades that have been added for alpha reactors, star gems, and also Genesis points. Now with the addition of this, they actually made where there's one that's actually like on sale, and then there's also one that's just going to be static always here. So you can see right here up in the, up at the top right, if you look up here, you can notice this one's going to be limited time until July 2nd. But it also is a weekly trade. You can see it 3 days remaining until reset. So there's currently 2 versions of this. You want to make sure that you hit both of these, trade in for both of these. And then the other one that's here is just for like special scratch items. You don't have to pay attention to it. But these 2 right here actually take in the EX cubes to trade in for. And it's quite a bit extra Masetta per week that you can get a hold of right here. And it's the same deal when it comes to these star gems here. It's the same case for these. You can see that there's one that lasts until July 2nd, but it is a weekly trade as well. And then there's other one that's going to be just a static weekly trade that we'll always have. And then the same thing with the Genesis points as well. You can see that there's another one here that lasts until July 2nd as well. So just make sure that you hit both of these inside of here. There's 2 separate trades. So currently the anniversary SP scratch will be coming to an end. So if you have some of the tickets still left over, make sure that you go through and use all your tickets that you have for this. And as well, make sure you use your selector tickets to pick anything you want to from the prize listing pool too. I'm sure if you've been playing the game, you probably have a lot of these. I actually had like 6 selector tickets myself because I play quite a bit. So I actually ended up getting a lot of stuff out of the scratch. Now there's some pretty cool stuff inside of here. There was some really good outfits when it came to like the Stella Innocence. Some of these are actually really nice, some of the Stella tiers and stuff. So you'll probably want to go through the prize listing pool and just make sure that you kind of check if you got everything important that you want or not. The N-Gene pigtails in particular, that's a really nice hairstyle as well. But I would say if you have most of the stuff inside of here that you want, make sure that you use your selector tickets. Down here on the bottom, you can actually trade in for 100 star gems, so that's a really wise choice if you don't have anything else in here that you want to get a hold of. One of the things I ended up actually picking for myself before I did the star gems was there's a camo up here that's actually pretty sick. I got most of the other stuff inside of here, but I didn't get this camo, so I had to use a selector ticket. But if you're a fighter main, or if you think that you'll ever play fighter, or who knows, maybe Sega will make another Double Saber class, this camo here is actually pretty sick, so I wanted to point this out, the Purgatory Wings Rot. Now going along with what I had mentioned about the SP Scratch leaving, make sure that you go through the recycle shop here, and if you have any more of those anniversary SP Scratch tickets left over, make sure you transform those into your vouchers into the tickets too. That way so you can use those before it's too late. So ZME's trade shops are going to be coming to an end. This is going to be your last chance to spend any seasonal points that you have, and as well hit her other shop that she has here too. So if we go to ZME, you can see that she has 2 different shops here that are going to be ending here with the upcoming maintenance. The recycle items one here was where you could actually like recycle in like your SP vouchers, and like you could also recycle in different SG items to get a hold of some of these really awesome vocal performance emotes that are in here, as well as like some camos and stuff. Now keep in mind some of these camos and different things could actually be sold on player shops too, and some of these emotes actually could as well. But you do want to go through the seasonal point exchange shop here too, because all this stuff will be coming to an end as well. But make sure that you trade any last final seasonal points that you have in for all the various things inside of here. There were some alpha reactors in here and some master fragments and all sorts of good little stuff. Just make sure you use all your points. So we do have an AC scratch that's going to be coming to an end, and that's going to be the collab for the anime Atelier style. And this was actually a really nice scratch. There's a lot of really good stuff inside of here. One of the big things I wanted to point out was there's actually a build part inside of here that's actually pretty cool, like this transition gate right here. This is actually a teleporter. This build part actually works as a teleport, and it's actually like pretty neat. And once it's gone, this collab's gone, it's probably going to go up in price quite a bit, I would imagine, because we'll probably likely never get a collab like this again. So these build parts and these outfits and everything in the scratch are pretty limited, really. They should all go up in price quite a bit in time. My friend Corone, she has a video that covers over these outfits inside of the scratch too, so if you'd like to see what the differences are between all these, which pieces hide, which pieces can be colored and stuff like that, you go check out her video. I'm going to leave a link to that in the video description below. But just make sure if you did happen to scratch on this AC scratch, make sure you use your selector ticket to pick something from the prize pool before it's too late. So this week we do have a couple of ARX record rankings going on, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. There is actually 2 of them. If you open up your menu and go to personal, ARX records, random challenge records, you can see we have 2 of them this week. This one's going to be the North Alio board stage 1, which you can complete on any class, and it's over in North Alio right next to the Ryuker. And then the other one that we have this week is the Fleeting Flight Solo Cocoon, where you fight the Bujin over in Halfia Lake. Now this one is fighter class only, so you have to actually play fighter class in order to rank on this one. Now I would suggest trying to do a run of both of these, that way so you can get a participation reward. And as always, if you have a character on multiple ships, it is an individual ranking reward, so you can get even more ARX record badges per ship if you just do 1 run per ship, and then you can use those for those weekly star gem trades, which is a pretty nice little thing to do. Now the way you would find these, if you open up your world map, you can find the board race right over here at this Ryuker over here in Halfia Wetlands over in North Alio. And then the other one, as I'd mentioned, is going to be over here in Halfia Lake at the Fleeting Flight Cocoon right here, where you would fight the Bujin. Okay, so this part of the video, we're going to go over those static weekly trades that we repeat every week that you should always do. And the first one we're going to do is the NPC Architect. If you come to her, you can trade in for your Genesis points. You want to make sure that you trade in for the TA customization discs inside of here, and also the master fragments, very important. So then we're going to go to the first shop on the left in Central City, the item trader Travis. You want to make sure that you hit the item recycle. Trade in for your 100% rare drop rate tickets here. You can get 10 of those. Trade in for these add preset skill level 1 things. You can get 3 of those. And then, as I mentioned earlier too, make sure you hit these new trades that we got for the alpha reactors, the star gems, and the Genesis points. Make sure you trade in this stuff too. You also want to go to item exchange and trade in for your in augmentation success rate 10%. You get 3 of these a week. As well, go to ARX record badge exchange and trade in for your weekly star gems here. You can get some star gems here weekly too. Also go to item exchange STIA, and towards the middle of the item exchange STIA, you can trade in for class cubes and EX cubes and arms refiners on here if you need them. As well, Aegis Integra exchange is a very important one that you want to do. Towards the bottom down here, make sure that you trade in for the weekly Aegis souls and all the different dominas here, so that you can make Halfinale, which in turn turns into Lux Halfinale. It's very important too. Also the Giga Strugman exchange here, you want to trade in for the TA customization disc Bs here. Same thing with the Growthman exchange, you want to trade in for the TA customization disc B here as well. And then lastly, I want to mention the Dread Skill exchange. Trade in for your TA customization disc Omni here. You can trade in for 1 of those a week. And then from there, the last shop on the right in Central City is going to be at the Item Enhancement Lab. Towards the bottom, exchange enhancement materials and other enhancement materials. You can trade in here weekly for a couple of different things here: Gold Prim Sword 2, Gold Prim Armor 2, and also some other various things here like Photon Chunk 2 A and B and arms refiners. In case if you need any of this stuff, this is all limited time trades too. Another trade that we're going to mention is going to be the Alliance Activity Support NPC Tim under the Central City Tower. If you come to him, he has Alliance tasks. And if you do those Alliance tasks, you get the Alliance badges, which in turn you can use in this Alliance badge trade here for Genesis points, star gems, and also some of these triggers and other things here too, in case if you need some of that. Make sure you always try to get a hold of these star gems weekly though, that's very important. Now as well, don't forget to go back to base PSO2 and hit the metal barter exchange here to do your weekly buster metal exchange, where you can get 100 star gems here in this trade as well. So the very last trade that we're going to mention to y'all is going to be our weekly star gem exchange over in the casino of base PSO2. So make sure you come to the prize attendant chip here and go to the limited time prize exchange and trade in for your weekly star gems here. It takes the casino coins to get a hold of these. Now this is an individual trade per ship too, so if you have characters on multiple ships, make sure that you trade in for these star gems per ship. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.